structure and responsibilities. Yeah, so organization requires structure to distribute responsibility to groups of people with specific skills and knowledge. The structure of an organization is called an organization chart. तो organization का जो structure होता है उसको हम organization chart बोलते हैं. Organizing and maintaining an organization structure requires that many factors be considered. In most organizations, the organization chart is a living structure. ज़्यादातर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चार्ट जो होता है वो लिविंग स्ट्रक्चर होता है जो चेंज होता रहता है फ्रीक्वेंटली बेस्ड अपॉन सेवरल कंडीशंस. लॉन्ग टर्म या शॉर्ट टर्म ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या है होते हैं that organizations sometimes move departments from one executive to another so that departments that were once far from each other will be near each other. This provides new opportunities for developing synergies and partnerships that did not exist before the reorganization. These organizational changes are usually performed to help an organization meet new objectives that require new partnership and teamwork that were less important before. So these are some of the short term and long term objectives of the organization structure. जैसे कि market conditions. Changes in the market position can cause an organization to realign its internal structure to strengthen itself. Changes in market position can cause an organization to realign its internal structure to strengthen itself. For example, if a competitor lowers its prices based on new sourcing strategy, an organization may need to respond by changing its organizational structure to put experienced executive in charge of specific activities. Next is regulation. New regulations may induce an organization to change its organizational structure. For example, an organization that becomes highly regulated may elect to move its security and compliance group away from IT and place it under the legal department, since compliance has much more to do with legal compliance than industry standards. Next is available talent. When someone leaves an organization, particularly in positions of leadership, a space opens in the organization chart that often cannot be filled right away. Since instead, senior management will temporarily change the structure of the organization by moving the leaderless department under the control of someone else. Often the decisions of how to change the organization will depend upon the talent and experience of the existing leaders, in addition to each leader's workload and other factors. For example, if the director of the IT program management leaves the organization, the existing department could temporarily be based under the IT operations department. In this case, because the director of IT operations used to run the IT program management, senior management can see how the arrangement works out later and decide whether to replace the director of IT program management position or to do something else. So basically ये इधर बोलता है कि organization structure को हमें चेंज क्यों करते रहना चाहिए, बिकॉज ऑफ मार्केट कंडीशंस, बिकॉज ऑफ रेगुलेशन एंड बिकॉज ऑफ द अवेलेबल टैलेंट, राइट. नेक्स्ट, व्हाट आर द रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज. द टॉपिक ऑफ रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज इज मल्टी डायमेंशनल. क्या बोला मैंने? द टॉपिक ऑफ रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज इज मल्टी डायमेंशनल. इट encompasses positions and relationships of the organization chart. रोल्स एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज में क्या आता है? पोजिशन एंड रिलेशनशिप ऑन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चार्ट. इट डिफाइंस स्पेसिफिक जॉब टाइटल्स एंड ड्यूटीज एंड इट डिनोट्स जेनेरिक expectations and responsibilities regarding the use and protection of assets. Several roles and responsibilities fall upon all individuals throughout the organization. Several roles and responsibilities fall upon all the individuals through the organization. Some of them are जैसे कि पहले owner, manager, user. Yeah. These generally roles and responsibilities should apply across the organization chart to include every person in the organization. तो क्या वो roles and responsibilities होते हैं? आ सकता है शायद. So the topic of roles and responsibilities is multi-dimensional. It encompasses positions and relationships on the organization chart. It defines specific job titles and duties, and it denotes generic experience. expectations and responsibilities regarding the use and protection of assets. Several roles and responsibilities fall upon all individuals throughout the organization. Some are owner. A owner is an individual who, not necessarily a manager, who is designated owner steward of an asset depending upon the organization security policy. An owner may be responsible for the maintenance and integrity of the asset, as well as for deciding who is permitted to access the asset. If the asset is information, the owner may be responsible for determining who may access and make changes to the information. Manager. A manager is responsible for obtaining policies and procedures and making them available to the staff members. They should also, to some extent, responsible for their staff members' behavior. User. User is an individual who uses assets in the performance of their job duties. Each user is responsible for how he or she uses the asset and does not permit others to access the asset in his or her name. Users are responsible for performing their duties lawfully and for conforming to organization policies. These generic roles and responsibilities should apply across the organization chart to include every person in the organization. Job title based on responsibilities. Yeah, job title क्या होता है? Job title is a label that is assigned to a job description. It denotes a position in the organization that has given set of responsibilities and which requires a certain level and focus of education and prior experience, right? Next is, in an organization, executive management. The term executive management includes executive managers, the senior managers, and the executives who are responsible for developing an organization's missions, objectives, goals, and as well as policies. So executive management कौन होते हैं? Includes executive managers, the senior managers, and executives who are responsible for developing organizations' missions, objectives, and goals as well as policies. Executive managers are responsible for enacting security policy which defines the protection of an asset. Executive managers set objectives and work directly with the organization's most senior management to help make decisions affecting the future strategy of an organization. तो इधर कुछ लिखा गया कि एग्जीक्यूटिव मैनेजमेंट के अंदर कौन से लोग आते हैं. CIO, that is your Chief Information Officer, CTO, Chief Technology Officer, CSO, Chief Security Officer, CISO, that is your Chief Information Security Officer, and CPO, that is your Chief Privacy Officer. Now what is CIO? That is your Chief Information Officer. This is the most senior executive in an organization. Most chief information officer क्या होता है? Most senior executive in an organization who works with IT and computer system to support organization है. तो chief information officer जो होता है वो बहुत ही most senior executive होता है एक organization के अंदर और वो work करता है with IT and computer system to support organization goals. Technology officer क्या है? Is usually responsible for the overall technology strategy. Depending upon the purpose of the organization, this position may be separate from the IT. Chief Security Officer is responsible for all aspects of security, including information security, physical security, possibly executive protection, that is protecting the safety of senior executives. Chief Information Security Officer क्या है? Is responsible all aspects of data related security. Information Security Officer क्या है? Data related security that includes incident management, disaster recovery, vulnerability management, and compliance. Chief Privacy Officer क्या है? This position is found in organizations that collect, store, and protect sensitive information from large number of persons. Chief Privacy Officer. This position is found in organizations that collect, store, and protect sensitive information for large number of persons. So these are the executive managements in an organization. Chief Information Officer, the most senior executive in an organization who works with IT and computer systems to support organization goals. Chief Technology Officer is responsible for all organizations' technology strategy. Depending upon the purpose of the organization, this position may be separate from IT. Chief Security Officer is responsible for all aspects of security, including information security, physical security, and possibly executive protection. Chief Information Security Officer is responsible for all aspects of data related security that includes incident management, disaster recovery, vulnerability management, and compliance. Chief Privacy Officer is this position is found in organizations that collect, store and protect sensitive information for large number of persons. अभी Chief Information Officer जो हमारा सीनियर मोस्ट एग्जीक्यूटिव होता है, क्या पढ़ा हमने, most senior executive in an organization that works with IT and computer system to support organization goals. They are further segregated into software, network, data. See, hardware, software, data, people, network. तो hardware नहीं है, software है, data है, people नहीं है, network. So software development, network management and data management. Other than that, it is your security operation, system management, general operations and service desk. So let's forget what are the positions that report to CIO, Chief Information Officer. Software development, network management, data management, security operations, system management, general operation and service desk. जनरल ऑपरेशन एंड सर्विस डेस्क. सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में क्या होता है, पहला एक आर्किटेक्ट होता है जो डिज़ाइन करता है, फिर एक एनालिस्ट होता है, फिर एक डेवलपर एंड प्रोग्रामर होता है, फिर एक सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टर होता है. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इंक्लूड इन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, सिस्टम आर्किटेक्ट, सिस्टम एनालिस्ट, सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर एंड प्रोग्रामर एंड सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टर. फिर नेटवर्क मैनेजमेंट में एक नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट होता है, एक नेटवर्क इंजीनियर होता है, एक नेटवर्क एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर होता है, एक टेलीकॉम इंजीनियर होता है. डेटाबेस में एक डेटा आर्किटेक्ट होता है, डेटा एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर होता है, एक डेटा एनालिस्ट होता है. सिक्योरिटी ऑपरेशंस में सिक्योरिटी आर्किटेक्ट, सिक्योरिटी इंजीनियर, सिक्योरिटी एनालिस्ट, यूज़र अकाउंट मैनेजर, सिक्योरिटी ऑडिटर. सिस्टम मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम आर्किटेक्ट, सिस्टम इंजीनियर, स्टोरेज इंजीनियर, सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. जनरल ऑपरेशंस में ऑपरेशन मैनेजर, ऑपरेशन एनालिस्ट, कंट्रोल एनालिस्ट, सिस्टम ऑपरेटर, डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर एंड मीडिया लाइब्रेरी. डेस्क में हेल्प डेस्क एनालिस्ट, टेक्निकल सपोर्ट एनालिस्ट. So we will keep discussing each and everything in detail. So first, regarding software development, position in software development are involved in design, development, testing of software application. Design करना, develop करना, testing करना based on the. So first one is who is a system architect. This position is usually responsible for the overall information system architecture. Overall information system architecture in the organization. This may or may not include overall data architecture as well as interfaces to external organization. System analyst क्या करता है? System analyst is involved with the design of applications, including changes in an application's original design, developing technical requirements, program design, software test plans in case by organization, license applications developed by other companies, system analyzed, design interfaces to other applications. Software developer और programmer क्या करता है? Develops application software in organizations that utilize. जब अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यूटिलाइज करता है परचेज एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर, तो डेवलपर्स क्या करते हैं, ऑफन क्रिएट करता है कस्टम इंटरफेसेस, एप्लीकेशन कस्टमाइजेशन एंड कस्टम रिपोर्ट. सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टर में क्या होता है, दिस पोजीशन टेस्ट चेंजेस इन प्रोग्राम्स मेड बाय सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपर्स. या सो दिस इज रिगार्डिंग टू योर सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट. सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट करना है तो आपको ये 4 दिन लगेंगे. सिस्टम आर्किटेक्ट, सिस्टम एनालिस्ट, system software developer and programmer and software tester. System architect is responsible for the overall information system architecture in an organization. This may or may not include overall data architecture as well as interfaces to external organization. System analyst क्या होता है, वो analyst involved होता है with the design of application. System architect is architecture. System analyst is design of applications, including changes in an application's original design, develop technical requirements, program design and software test plan in case where organizations license applications developed by other companies. System analyst design interfaces to other applications. Software developer develops application software in organizations that utilize purchased application software. Developers often create custom interfaces, application customizations and custom report. Software tester, this position tests changes in programs made by the software developers. So I hope it is clear regarding software development. Next is data मैनेजमेंट में क्या होता है, डेटा को मैनेज कर रहा है. तो पहले डेटाबेस, सो डेटाबेस आर्किटेक्ट, फिर DBA डेटाबेस, DBA क्या बोला, DBA for database architect, DBA for database administrator, DA for database analyst. Clear? Data management. Positions in data men are responsible for developing and implementing databases designs and for maintaining databases. So developing and implementing database designs and for maintaining databases. Database architect. This position develops logical and physical designs of data models for applications as well as an organization's overall data architecture. तो ये क्या develop करते हैं? Logical and physical designs of data models for applications as well as an organization's overall data architecture. This position builds and maintains databases. Database administrator क्या करता है? वो build करेगा, maintain करेगा database जो design किए हैं database architect ने. DBA monitors डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर जो होता है वो क्या करता है? वो मॉनिटर करता है डेटाबेस को, ट्यून्स देम फॉर परफॉर्मेंस एंड एफिशिएंसी एंड ट्रबल शूट प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ऑल्सो इंश्योर्स दैट डेटा इज प्रोटेक्टेड फ्रॉम अनऑथराइज्ड एक्सेस बाय मेकिंग इट अवेलेबल ओनली टू यूजर्स एज पर द जॉब रोल्स. डेटाबेस एनालिस्ट क्या करता है? वो फिर डिज़ाइन करता है. दिस पोजीशन परफॉर्म टास्क दैट आर junior to database administrator, carrying out routine data maintenance and monitoring tasks. So I hope it is clear in data management क्या होगा. Responsible positions responsible for developing and maintaining data, implementing database designs and for maintaining databases. Data architect develops logical and physical designs of data models for applications as well as an organization's overall data architecture. This database administrator builds and maintains databases designed by data architect. They monitor the databases, tunes them for performance and efficiency and troubleshoot problems, and also ensures that data is protected from unauthorized access by making it available only to users as per the job rules. Data analysts are junior to database administrator, carrying out routine data maintenance and monitoring tasks. Next is network management. Network management ना बोले तो नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट, ना बोले तो नेटवर्क एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, ये इंजीनियर तो नेटवर्क इंजीनियर एंड टेलीकॉम इंजीनियर. ठीक है. सो नेटवर्क मैनेजमेंट में गौरिए ना से नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट, नेटवर्क एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, इंजीनियर, network engineer and telecom engineer. So network management. Positions in network management are responsible for designing, building, monitoring and maintaining voice and data communication networks, including connections to outside business partners and the internet. Network architect क्या करता है? They are involved in creation of plans and overall layout of the communication network, फोकसिंग ऑन द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी एज वेल. तो वो एक लेआउट क्रिएट करते हैं, राइट. सो नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट आर इन्वॉल्व इन द क्रिएशन ऑफ प्लान्स एंड ओवरऑल लेआउट ऑफ द कम्युनिकेशन नेटवर्क, फोकसिंग ऑन द एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द इंफॉर्मेशन सिक्योरिटी एज वेल. नेटवर्क इंजीनियर क्या करता है? Builds and maintains network devices. Devices such as routers, switches, firewalls and gateways. Network administrator क्या करता है? Performs routine tasks in the network such as making minor configuration changes and monitoring event logs. So network administrator, this position performs routine tasks in the network such as making minor configuration changes and monitoring event logs. Telecom engineer क्या करता है? Telecom engineer, the positions in this role work with telecommunications technologies such as data circuit, phone system, voice email system. So telecom engineer का क्या करता है? Works with telecommunication technologies such as data circuits, phone system and voice email system. So network management network architect, network administrator, engineer, network engineer and telecom engineer. So positions in network management are responsible for designing, building, monitoring. So positions in network management are responsible for designing, building, monitoring and maintaining voice and data communication networks, including connections to the outside business partners and internet. Network architect involved in creation of plans and overall layout of the communication network, focus on the aspect of information security as well. Network engineer builds and maintains network devices such as routers, switches, firewalls and gateways. Network administrator performs routine tasks in the network such as making minor configuration changes and monitoring event logs. Telecom engineer positions in this role work with the telecommunication technologies such as data circuits, phone systems and voice email systems. System management. System को management के लिए क्या होगा? सेम थिंग लाइक नेटवर्क मैनेजमेंट ना गोरिए तो इधर क्या होगा सा गोरिए सो सा से सिस्टम आर्किटेक्ट सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर और गोरिए से इंजीनियर सो सिस्टम इंजीनियर एंड स्टोरेज इंजीनियर ऊपर कैसे टेलीकॉम इंजीनियर था इधर स्टोरेज एरिया सो सा गोरिए या the system management positions in system management are responsible for architecture, design, building and maintenance. Architecture, design, building and maintenance of servers and operating systems. System architect क्या करता है is responsible for the overall architecture of the system, usually servers, both in terms of internal architecture of a system as well as the relationship between the systems and the design of services such as authentication, email and time synchronization. System engineer क्या करता है responsible for designing, building, maintaining server and server operating system. So system engineer क्या करता है designing, building and maintaining server and server operating system. Storage engineer करता है is responsible for designing, building and maintaining storage subsystems. System administrator क्या है is responsible for performing maintenance and configuration operations on the system and configurations on तो responsible for architecture, design, building and maintenance of server. System architect क्या करेगा overall architecture of system जो usually server होता है in terms of both internal architecture of the system as well as the relationship between systems and design of services such as authentication, email and time synchronization. System engineer क्या है design, build, maintain server and server operating system. Storage engineer design, build, maintain storage subsystem. System administrator performing maintenance and configuration operations on the system. Next is our general operations. I think this is important. Possibilities of being asked. See, पहले क्या पढ़ा था हमने सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट के लिए आर्किटेक्ट होगा, एनालिस्ट होगा, डेवलपर और प्रोग्रामर होगा और सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टर होगा. डेटा मैनेजमेंट के लिए DA, DBA, DEA. सो डेटा आर्किटेक्ट, डेटाबेस एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, डेटा गरिए नेटवर्क आर्किटेक्ट, नेटवर्क एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, नेटवर्क इंजीनियर, टेलीकॉम गरिए सिस्टम आर्किटेक्ट, सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, सिस्टम इंजीनियर एंड स्टोरेज engineer. अभी जनरल ऑपरेशंस में यू हैव अ मैनेजर, अ ऑपरेशन एनालिस्ट, control analyst, system operator, data entry operator and a media librarian. Yeah, so the memory technique here would be, so अगर आपको memory technique लगना है it's very funny, yeah, OMG, so it would be your OMG का OM operation manager. OA, okay, OA, okay, so OA से operations analyst. So OMG कौन बोला controls analyst, कौन बोला controls analyst. फिर so system operator. So then when they finally come to know कि कौन बोला, it is nothing but a data entry operator जो एक media librarian भी है. So I hope it is clear the positions in general operations. OMG, OA, okay. So operation manager and operation analyst. कौन बोला control analyst. So system operator, फिर they realize it is a data entry operator and a media librarian, right? So positions and operations are responsible for day-to-day operational tasks that may include networks, servers, database and applications. Operation manager क्या होता है is responsible for the overall operations that are carried out by others. Their main functions include planning, operation process, strategy, staffing of resources as per their skill set, performance monitoring and improvement along with establishing operations schedules, right? Operation analyst क्या कर next is operation analyst. This position may be responsible for the development of operational procedures, examining the health of the network, system and databases, setting and monitoring the operation schedule and maintaining operations records. Control analyst क्या करेगा? Responsible for monitoring batch jobs, data entry work, other tasks to make sure that they are operating correctly. System operator क्या करेगा? Monitoring systems and networks, performing backup tasks, running batch jobs, printing reports and other operational tasks. Data entry operator क्या करेगा? Responsible for keying batches of data from hard copy sources. Media librarian क्या करेगा? Responsible for maintaining and tracking the use and whereabouts of backup tapes and other media. For maintaining and tracking the use and whereabouts of backup tapes and other media. ठीक है, so this are all about general operation. OMG, okay, कौन बोला? So data entry operator and media librarian. Next we have security operations. Security operations में आप क्या लिखोगे? You have an architect, you have an engineer, you have an analyst, architect and analyst, then user account manager, and then you have your security auditor. तो security इधर क्या होता है? Positions and security operations are responsible for designing, building and monitoring security systems and security controls to ensure the confidentiality, integrity and availability of the information system. Security architect क्या करता है? Responsible for design of security controls and systems such as authentication, audit logging, intrusion detection system, intrusion prevention system and firewall. Security engineer क्या करेगा? Designing, building and maintaining security service and systems that are designed by the security architect. Analyst क्या करेगा? Examination of logs from firewalls, intrusion detection system, audit logs from systems and application and ensuring security advisories to others in IT. User account manager क्या करेगा? Responsible for accepting approved request for user access management changes and performing the necessary changes at the network, system, database or application level in the larger organizations. User account management is performed in security or even in separate user access department. Security auditor क्या करेगा? Performing internal audits of IT controls to ensure that they are being operated properly. तो security operation पे you have an security architect, you have an engineer, you have an analyst, user account manager and then you have a security auditor. Then at the service desk पे एक help desk analyst, एक technical support analyst. या service desk पे you have an help desk analyst and a technical support analyst. Positions at the service desk are responsible for providing frontline support services to IT and IT customers. Help desk analyst क्या करेंगे? Responsible for providing frontline user support services to personnel in the organization. Technical support analyst क्या करेगा? For providing technical support services to other IT personnel, perhaps also IT customers. तो help desk user support service to personnel in the organization and technical support analyst क्या करता है? Technical support services to the IT personnel and perhaps also IT customers. So this is all about the positions involved under the chief information officer, being the most senior executive in an organization working with IT and computer system to support organization goals. Talking about segregation of duties.